blue. Why is he blue? We don't know, but he's blue, and it's cool. Look out! Here comes a spider blue. Here comes a spider blue. Here comes a spider blue. Hey guys, I'm Pixel. Hey guys. Blue spike. This is so weird. Blue Spider-Man. Figures. Blue Spider-Man. This is so weird. Blue Spider-Man. Figures. Here comes a spider blue. Here comes a spider blue. Here comes a spider blue. Spider blue. He's so blue. Why is he blue? We don't know, but he's blue, and it's cool. Look out! Here comes a spider blue. Here comes a spider blue. Here comes a spider blue.
Hey! What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my stream. I really hope everything's working out okay. So let's start by sound check. Does everything sound okay? Everything sound good? So I'm gonna get my chat viewer doesn't seem to be working good on screen, so I'm just gonna have to use the YouTube one. But hey, up there in the corner, where we got right here in the corner, that's my live subscription count. That's my count box. I have no idea if I'm gonna actually break 200K tonight, but this is just a way for me to kind of get together with you guys, hang out, have some fun, and just thank all of you for all of this, because this is all you guys, and I couldn't be doing this without you guys, and I want you to know how much I appreciate all of you. You are all wonderful. Great, everybody, it looks like everybody can hear me loud and clear. Somebody says the audio is a little distorted, so I want to let you guys know what you see behind you. This is the new studio that I'm building, and it's actually a little echoey right now because it's very empty. I've just started putting some soundproofing up on this side, but this over here is like all empty still. So if it's a little echoey, there's not a whole lot I can do about that today. Is it echoing like, some of you were saying it's echoing. Is it echoing like my actual voice in here, or does it sound like the system that's echoing? So I guess that would be two different things, but I'm pretty sure that the only audio is picking up from my camera. It's just going to be a little echoey. Hopefully you guys will just be okay with it. Hey, look, I just lost 1 subscriber. That's the fun thing. Oh, it just went up 2 more. There you go. That's the fun thing about the live subscriber count. So good stuff. So how's it going, guys? Everybody, yes. What's going on, everybody? Hey, yes, the toy room's causing the echo. Thanks. So that's my buddy Jason Duvall, Toy World Order. What's up, Jason? How you guys doing? Yeah, there's so many great people in here. Hello to everybody. Thank you guys so much. Oh, and thank you for everybody who's like pushing for the subscriptions to go up. Look, it's climbing. Look, oh, dropped another one. That's gonna get. Oh, and it's right back up. That's gonna give me so much anxiety. I'm not usually one that watches that sort of thing because I get it's like it's anxiety for no reason because it's just a number, right? But I do like to celebrate the milestones, and I think it's really cool and really shows how far the channel has grown, and I love that. This year celebrates my 10-year anniversary on YouTube, and it's kind of cool that I'm hitting this big milestone like at the same time I'm celebrating the 10-year anniversary. So again, thank you guys. It's crazy that I've been doing this for 10 years, and I'm looking forward to however many more I can get out of this. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep having fun. I love doing it. I'm building this new studio. I'm really excited. You guys like the color of the wall? Made it nice pixel band blue. It'll look even better when I'm like filming with my actual camera, not my streaming camera. That right there, I just set it up for the stream, but that's eventually going to be hanging on the wall right there. I love that. Bonus points if any of you know what that's a reference to. I've mentioned on my channel before. I'm curious to see if anybody knows where that came from. I love the comments that are saying stop unsubscribing. I would not be surprised if there's some people trolling me right now and hitting the unsub button just because I'm streaming it live, and that is totally fine. But look, it's going up. This is really exciting. I acknowledge that this is a lot of subscribers I actually have to get while I'm streaming. So if I don't break 200K tonight, that's okay. It's obviously going to happen in the next day or so. So we are celebrating now. So that is really cool. I will also probably follow up with this with an actual like celebration video, and I'll probably run some giveaways and do some fun stuff like that as well. So what's going on? We got a great chat going on here. I want to say thank you guys all so much for showing up, for supporting me for all these years. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to actually just open up some toys. I got some stuff here that I want to open up. And actually, before I do that, I want to scoot over here real quick. Hang on just a second. Okay, I'm back. So I just remembered that I actually got some packages that were sent to me, and I figured what better time to open these up than right now. So first of all, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Keith, because he picked these up for me. And if you guys have watched any of my haul videos, you know that I've been like just slowly kind of grabbing issues of Rom the Space Knight as I see them. It's not something that I'm like actively going out of my way to like try to hunt them down, like, you know, but when I'm out and about and I find them, I buy them. And he saw these and he grabbed them and he sent them to me, and I thought that was super cool of him. So Keith, thank you so much for sending me. We got issue number 56 and issue number 53 here. And there's some really cool, you know what's funny, I flipped through it and I got excited about the ads. Look at this. Masters of the Universe, the Intellivision game, which is wonderful. I mean, it's not one. I mean, it's wonderful for what it is. It's hilarious, that's for sure. There's this awesome Joust ad in here. Like Hubert is on the back of this one. Just an Atari ad on the back of this one. Man, I love the old advertisements in these old books. All right, so this box right here has got a little note in it. It says, "Hi, Dan. Enclosed is a Two-Face car that I found at a local swap meet for you. I hope you enjoy this. Thanks for the positive and informative videos." And this is from Matthew. And look what Matthew sent me. How sweet is that? Ooh, I like how clear the picture is with this thing. Yeah, sweet little die-cast metal Two-Face car from Corgi. Of course, Two-Face is my favorite Batman villain. I just collect Two-Face toys for whatever reason. It's one of those things I've always done, and this is awesome, and I did not have this. So Matthew, if you're watching, thank you so much for sending this over. I really, really appreciate it. Oh, hey, look, the subscriber count is going really well, guys. Thank you so much for doing that. That is sweet. Too much echo, guys. I'm really sorry about the echo. I have like this voice that just carries, and I'm in this empty room, and I can't avoid the echo. I guess maybe I should I talk a little quieter? Should I not yell? Should I not do the Pixel Dan talk? Maybe that'll help with the echo a little bit. All right. So one of the things I wanted to do on this stream is just open a bunch of toys, because I did a stream back on Thanksgiving, actually, where I sat down and I just opened up a bunch of World of Nintendo toys, because I've been compiling them for so long and hadn't opened them, and I had a lot of fun doing that. So there's a lot of stuff here that I haven't opened, and you guys might remember that I just moved, so I'm still unpacking boxes, and I keep coming across all this stuff that like I bought and never really opened to put on my display, and I never really properly reviewed. So we're going to have a big unboxing party right now. We're going to open a ton of toys. And I'm trying to, some of you guys that on the chat here, it keeps marking your comments as spam. I think it's because you keep typing like subscribe over and over again, and I really appreciate that. So I'm trying to catch that as I go. If I'm not paying good enough attention to the chat, I apologize. I'm going to definitely try to watch the chat and answer questions and do that kind of fun stuff as well. So hashtag do the Pixel Dan talk. I love it. What's going on, everybody? Somebody says to open the door. The door is open in this room. It's an empty room. There's not a whole lot I can do. It's going to be a little echoey. I'm really sorry, guys. What I probably should try to do for future streams is set up a better microphone, because I'm just using, there's a built-in microphone on my stream cam, and it's like all the way over here, and that's probably why it's echoing so bad. So I apologize for that. And there's an Undertaker bong from Toy World over. All right. Hey, we're at $199,879. So what I want to do, I want to start with a line of action figures called Mythic Legions from Horsemen design. Are you guys familiar with Mythic Legions? Do we have any Mythic Legions fans in here tonight, anybody that's purchased any of these. I've bought, when the first Kickstarter came around, I did the all-in feature, and I got every figure from that first Kickstarter. And then the second time around, I kind of cherry-picked, but I've been buying them up, and the problem is I haven't opened a lot of them. I have a ton of them. And it's good timing, actually, because the Four Horsemen just started a pre-order for an all-star wave where basically the most popular figures are back on sale again. So you can check them out at storehorsemen.com if you're interested. And I'm going to open a bunch of them tonight so you guys can check them out and see them. Now, the funny thing is I can't do this without mentioning this guy right here, whose name is Pixis. And this is special because the Horsemen actually named this character after me. They named him Pixis as a reference to Pixel Dan. The funny thing about this is that I don't know where he's at right now. I tried to find him for the stream. He's in one of my boxes that I haven't unpacked yet, and I was frantically trying to find him because I wanted to really show him and talk about him on the stream. But the good news is he's back on sale right now. He was actually one of the ones that was going for high dollar just because he's a really cool figure. He's like a Spartan skeleton, and he's a nice blue color like that. But if you want to get your own action figure made by the Four Horsemen that is named after me, you can get it right now at storehorsemen.com. So go over there and check that out. I'm just super honored that those guys did that. It was a really cool surprise. I didn't know they were doing it until the figure dropped, and it was amazing. So, obviously, have been a big fan of theirs for a long time. All right, so I've got like a stack of Mythic Legions figures over here, and I'm just going to start going through and opening these guys up, and you're going to see me fumble around with the packaging and all that fun stuff that you usually don't get to see in my normal toy reviews, and we're going to check these guys out. So this guy is Scapular the Crypt Breaker. Yeah, there we go. Scapular the Crypt Breaker. Very cool looking skeleton guy. I love all the skeleton guys that they've done in here. And one of the things that's really cool about these is they do the collector friendly packages. I just got to there we go. So I should be able to just slide the card back out. There's all the accessories. And there's the figure. And we do have a twisty tie in here. And it's actually not too bad. It's not like a crazy tight one, which is good. But I did bring scissors. I'm prepared in case I have to cut a bunch of twisty ties and stuff. Snake Mountain. I get asked about that in every stream. So Kevin asks Snake Mountain with a question mark. And I assume you're asking if the Masters of the Universe Classic Snake Mountain is going to come out. And as of right now, the answer is nope. Super 7 has basically already said that that's something that they would love to do, but there's no way they can do it because it's just too expensive, and it has been put on indefinite hiatus. I would be really surprised if that Snake Mountain gets made, which is a huge bummer, but at least it saves me a lot of floor space because that thing was massive. Do you have the Hasbro Cloverfield monster? That's from Movie Master Marco. I do not. I always remember thinking that was a very cool looking toy, but I never did buy that. I love Cloverfield. It's a great movie. Really fun movie. So I'm going to try to answer some sporadic questions as I'm going through here. Yeah, order Pixis now on Store Horseman. Should I just go buy another Pixis on Store Horseman? Actually, I kind of do want to get another one just to leave in the package. Even though it's got like the collector packaging, I think it'd be cool to have like an open one and a sealed one and, get those guys to autograph it and everything since they made it. All right, so check this dude out. This is the sculpts on these are incredible, and I gotta say, I've always been a big fan of what the Horsemen do, but the quality on the Mythic Legions figures is just amazing. These feel so good, so nice and solid. They don't feel too fragile or anything like that. Articulation's really, for a skeleton, you can see the articulation here. The ball joints at the shoulders are a little tight, but there you go. Kind of rolled that up there. Look at that. Swivels at the elbow. You got the bends at the elbow. You got the swivels at the wrist. The waist is actually kind of loose. Not too loose. It's not like wobbling around, but it's looser than the arms. It's on a ball joint, though, so it rolls around. Look at that. Ball joints at the thighs. Just really, really nice. Nice tight knee joints there. I love that. Ooh, nice ball joints at the ankles. Man, these guys are sweet. Okay. So we got a lot of stuff going on here. Oh, he's got these big shoulder pads. Yeah. They just kind of clip into his back, it looks like. Yep. There we go. Oh, we're just going to put this guy together. And then he's got this sweet shield. Let's see. What hand do we want him to have the shield? What hand do we want him to have the spear? Get spear and the shield. Look at this dude. Holy cow. Let me try to get a good shot of him for you guys. Right up here, front and center. Yeah, that's incredible. Gosh, these are just amazing. And like the entire line is just like these kind of cool fantasy-like characters. I mean, it's like skeletons and goblins and all kinds of really, really fun stuff. He came with some extra accessories too. Look, he's got a little belt and a little dagger. So if I want to put that on him, I can do that too. But this is really, really sweet. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna stand this guy now. Probably not gonna be able to leave everything in the shot as I'm opening them, but here. Just gonna start throwing packaging off to the side. And we'll go with this guy next. So this, Gorgo Aetherblade. Some of the names are amazing on these. Gorgo Aetherblade. Tomato Production says, I hope you reach 200K and I hope you make more Spider-Man reviews. It will be cool if you showed it at least in the stream. So it's really far back there, but I threw up on the toys sign. Mosquito is back there, and Spider Blue. They're both standing back there. So those are my like channel mascots basically. So I had to include that. But thank you, Tomato Productions. I appreciate that very much. Oh, size scale. That's a good question. Actually, my tape measure is on the other side of the camera. Hang tight. This way I can properly show you guys what the scale is on these. So as you can see, the figures are right around the 7-inch mark. Can you see that okay? 7-inch mark. So these are roughly going to scale around like your Masters of the Universe Classics figures. They will fit pretty much right in with those. So if you're looking just for like some crazy looking creatures or some bad guys to go with your He-Man toys, I think these would do the trick, honestly. But they totally stand on their own. Like they've created this amazing world, and it's so cool. There's just all these really great looking knights and crazy creatures. Like look at this guy. He's a knight, and he's just got these amazing antlers. How amazing is that? How rad is that? And the paint is gorgeous on these. Gosh, these are just beautiful, beautiful toys. So good. Okay, let's see what all we got in his accessory bag here. Can this also be a live Q&A? Absolutely. If you guys want to ask questions and throw them out at me, I'm going to do my best to kind of keep an eye on that, and that way I can answer your questions and stuff as we're going. If I miss your questions, don't take it personally, because some of them are kind of flying by so fast it's hard to keep an eye on. But I'll definitely like take some time to like talk to you guys, as we get closer to the end and stuff too. The antlers pop off, somebody says. I assume you have this? Oh yeah, look at that. You can pop the antlers off, so you don't have to have an antler guy if you don't want to. You can just be a regular knight. I think that's one thing that's cool, is that it's almost like there's hidden customizations with these guys, because you can swap around their parts and stuff and like basically create your own Mythic Legions characters, and I think that is really sweet. This guy has so much stuff. Holy cow. Okay. So we got a shield. We got to put it together. He's got like, you just got to plug in the little thing right there. Look at that shield. How cool is that? And look at this. He's got an axe and a sword. Everything's fully painted, which is amazing. Looks like there's an interchangeable axe blade, maybe. Yes, they have a lot of popping parts like the Outer Spaceman. So it's kind of almost like, it's not quite Glyos, but like they basically made it so that the parts can easily pop out of socket. There you go. Look at that. I popped the hand out. So that way, if you want to, oh yeah, and it just pops right back in. That's awesome. So that way you can mix and match parts. I like that. That is really cool. So this guy's got a sweet cape. Really look at that cloth cape. And it looks like we can attach it to his back like so. Oh, I see. He's got, like, this way we can ruffle up the... Oh, that's cool. Okay. Let's see if I can get this put on here. This is the part where I get quiet because I'm concentrating on assembling a figure. Isn't that your grandma's pachinko machine? I am really glad that somebody remembered that. Yes! That pachinko machine is one of my favorite things in my collection. My grandma gave that to me. It's So she actually, my grandma, my grandpa, and my dad actually all lived in Japan for a couple years when my dad was a kid, because my grandfather was in the Air Force. And so that's where that came from. And I used to love going over to my grandma's house as a kid and playing that. It was just in the basement, like in the storage area, but I always found it and I always pulled it out and played with it. And when I got older and got my own place, she was like, "Do you want to take that home?" And I was like, "Yes, I very much want to take that home." So I love that. I love that pachinko machine. What was your first TMNT figure? Is a question from Wool Yapper. That was really cool because I can fondly remember exactly what my first TMNT figure was. It was Donatello, just the original Donatello figure. And I got it from a Hills department store. I don't know if you guys remember Hills. Hills is where the toys are. It was a very cool department store in the 80s. And that's where I got it. I think I assembled this cape wrong. It's definitely supposed to kind of fold over a little bit, but I don't know. It doesn't look great. I'll have to mess with that again later. But yeah, look at this guy. Anyway, I was out. It was a summer day. I was out with my mom running some errands. As she often did, she usually bought me a new toy about once a week or so. I was definitely spoiled. She liked to buy me new things. But we were walking down the toy aisle, and I remember her picking it up and looking at it. I had not yet heard of Ninja Turtles, and she showed it to me, and she was like, "Hey, look at this." And I thought it was really cool. And so I came home that day with Donatello. And it's funny because I specifically remember we had a little, like the little plastic swimming pools that you set up in your backyard during the summer. I specifically remember spending the rest of the day playing in that pool, then coming inside for lunch, my mom putting a towel down on the carpet in the living room, me sitting on that towel, watching cartoons, and playing with my brand new Donatello figure. Isn't that weird sometimes, the things that you can remember? I finally remember that. So Donatello was my very first Turtles figure. And I just kind of did like an impromptu toy memories with you guys. How about that? I should make that one a video sometime. Kind of like my Christmas toy memories videos, but that one's not a Christmas memory. It's just like a childhood toy memory. All right, I think I'm spending too much time getting this guy put together. I keep popping the shoulder pads out of his back. I love the sword, though. Look at that. That is sweet. Awesome. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move on to another guy. I'm going to kind of stand him here. He's got all these amazing weapons. Yeah, look at that. Oh, can I make this a double-sided axe? Yeah, that's what it is. Look at that. So it's not an interchangeable axe blade. I can change this into a two-sided axe. That is really cool. Okay, these figures are amazing. I'm going to have a giant pile of trash over here. My first was Bebop. Oh, that is awesome, Edward. That's very cool. Do you like Lego? I do like Lego. Every now and then I get some Lego sets, and every now and then I've done a few Lego videos. I don't do a lot of them, though, and it's only because, they take up so much room after I get them assembled, and I always find, I don't have places to, put Legos. So a lot of times I look at them and admire them, but I don't buy a lot of them. All right. You guys get to pick who I open next. So I've got Attila Leoser. He's another cool looking knight. He's got an awesome lion helmet. And we've got the Bog Goblin. Look at the Bog Goblin. What do you guys want to see me open? You guys can tell me. Vote now for who you want to see. Pixel Dan, open. Can you please do a collab with the review spot? That's possible. I'm always open to collab videos, but I know everybody's always got their own things going on, and sometimes I get very busy too. So collabs, I'm always open for collabs though. So maybe it's very possible. Bog Goblin, the Knight. Bog Goblin. I think Bog Goblin's winning, so we're going to go with Bog Goblin. So here we go. Dinosaur toys. That wasn't one of the choices. I do like dinosaur toys though. I'm actually very excited because the Beasts of the Mesozoic figures from the Kickstarter are shipping soon, and I backed that Kickstarter, and I'll be getting a bunch of those. I got to review one of the early ones, the unpainted ones, so go check that out, of the unpainted Raptor. It's just a gorgeous figure, wonderfully done, and so I'm really excited to get the fully painted dinos. Scientifically accurate dinosaur toys, and they're in this scale, so it's it's a Raptor that would be proper scale to these guys. That's pretty sweet. What line is this? This is Mythic Legions by the Four Horsemen. The link is in the description if you want to go check them out. It's at storehorsemen.com. It's just a really, really cool fantasy line. It's not based on anything, and that alone is very cool because there's not a lot of toy lines these days that isn't based on an existing license. So that's pretty sweet that these are just like their own thing. All right, look at this guy. So this dude's a lot shorter. Look at the sculpt on this dude. Look at that head. Holy cow, that is amazing. Trying to make sure my camera focuses on it for you guys here. Yeah, look at that. Wow. I love this guy. There's a Kickstarter going for Sectars. That's cool. I knew somebody was going to bring that up. Yeah, there is a Sectars relaunch Kickstarter going on right now from Zyka Toys. I don't know how you pronounce it. They're basically doing like 4-inch Sectars. Truth be told, I have not decided if I want to actually back it. I love Sectars, but I've got like a few things. Like, first of all, it's a preference thing. They're 4-inch scale. I would prefer this scale for Sectars, larger 6-inch, 7-inch scale figures. And I think that's because the vintage ones were big. And also the vintage ones were like perfect, right? I always felt like the sculpting on those was amazing and they were kind of ahead of their time. But I don't like that they're not doing the mounts, the big insects for them to ride on. If they're going to be 4 inches, they might as well have their bugs, because without the bugs to ride on, I feel like you're missing the point of Sectars. So I don't know. You guys can go check it out, and obviously, if you want to back it, go for it. I am on the fence still, so we'll see. We'll see. So check this dude out. Oh, he's got this amazing big giant sword. He's also got this spear that's like twice his height. And he also comes with the little dagger and the little belt that I can put on him. But yeah, the weathering on this dude is amazing. He's got like this bronze kind of weathering going on there. How cool is that? That is so cool. They need a dwarf He-Man? Like a dwarf in He-Man, or like He-Man as a dwarf? Hey, you're very welcome that I answered the question. Yeah, 4-inch scale. Yeah, the Sectars are 4-inch scale. There's no bugs, and it looks like they're going to be sharing a lot of the bodies and stuff too, which I get. A lot of them do look alike, I guess. So sharing the bodies, but I don't know. That's why go check it out. They've got 3D renderings of the figures on their Kickstarter. I don't think they actually have like production figures on there. Oh, this one's cool. How about a vampire? Carpathius, the vampire. Check him out. Chris wants to know if I've ever restored any of my toys. No, I don't think... I can't really think of any time that I've restored anything, really. I don't know. I don't feel like that's... I don't know if that's something I'd be good at, honestly. I'm not really a fix-it kind of guy, which is awful, right? I mean, I get things done right, around the house if I need to, but like, I don't know. Like, you're talking about like broken old toys and like fixing them and making them like new again and stuff like that, or like finding parts and stuff for vintage toys. I can't really think of any examples where I've done anything like that. I know my buddy Jason, who was just in here. I don't know if he's still in here, but I've seen him fix like many Teddy Ruxpin and stuff like that. He actually repaired my childhood Teddy Ruxpin for me and made it work again, which I always thought was so cool. So, not something I've ever really been very good at. Oh, this guy is awesome, man. So you'll notice that like you'll see a lot of similarities with some of the armor pieces on some of these guys, but like they got different paint decos and different heads. So like this guy, full on vampire. Check that dude out. So cool. Oh, yeah, Jason is still here. Maybe repaired He-Man's legs. No, see, I've never even repaired like a He-Man with a broken rubber band. I know there's a lot of people online who have done that sort of thing, and there's tutorials for doing it, but I myself have not done it. I actually have a vintage Hurricane Hordak with a broken rubber band on his legs. Maybe that's something I need to give a try. I need to try to fix that. Ooh, I can't get this one attached. That one is like, it's really stiff. Sometimes with these, I've noticed that like, the pegs will be a little stiff because they're from the factory, and they get put straight in the packaging. So like a warm warm air from a hairdryer kind of loosens it up a little bit, and sometimes that helps you get these attached. There we go. I got it in, though. There we go. Got it attached. Okay. So let's see. This guy, I feel like he needs a sword. He's got a sword and a spear, but I feel like a sword would suit this guy well. Yeah, look at that. Carpathius, the vampire. Very cool. I love it. All right. Somebody mentioned dwarfs. So let's do this guy, because he looks cool, and he's got some really fun colors. Check that out. So this is Lorund Runeshaper. Some of these names are wild. Runeshaper. I'm just going to call him Runeshaper. Is it Violetaru? I don't know if that's how you pronounce your username, but it says, have you seen the new Voltron? I have. I love the new Voltron. The Netflix Voltron. So good. So good. And I've been doing, actually, I posted a Voltron toy review today. Just go watch it. But yes, I very much love the Netflix Voltron. Very much. Oh, speaking of Netflix cartoons, here's something I haven't really talked about on here yet. What do you guys think about that upcoming Netflix She-Ra series? Excited? Nervous? Cautiously optimistic? How are you feeling about it so far? I'm cautiously optimistic, as I try to be with a lot of that sort of stuff. You know, whenever time they relaunch a property from when I was a kid and they try to adapt it for a modern audience, I try to always give it, you know, the benefit of the doubt and just wait and see what happens. I separated this guy. He just attaches to the ball joint. They've only shown one little drawing so far of She-Ra. That's all we've seen. We haven't actually really seen like an official artwork reveal for that series yet. She's definitely been redesigned. She still looks like She-Ra, but she's wearing pants. She's not wearing a skirt anymore. But just the drawing itself looks very similar to the way the Voltron characters are drawn. And it's DreamWorks also. So I don't think it's the same team. But I totally got the vibe of the animation from Voltron. So I'm curious. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with it. I know that they are adapting it for a new audience, new kids, and that's always something that I approve of, because getting kids interested in the property is always a good thing. It's good for us, too, as all the old farts that grew up watching that stuff and want new toys, you know what I mean? This guy has just got so many pieces. Okay, so he's got a cape. And he's got some shoulder pads. But look at this dude. First of all, I love the colors here. That nice shiny blue. He's got kind of like a purple helmet with like these bright green wings on the side. And those wings, look, here's some of that mix and match stuff. Look, you could pull the wings off of this. And if I wanted to, I could totally swap on like these antlers. Look, the antlers from the night that I opened earlier. Look at this. Oh my god, I made a different guy! That is so cool. Time to start growing a beard for Advent Calendar Madness 2018. You want me to bring the beard back? The facial hair? I don't know if I want to do that. It is very itchy. So where am I at? I am at 199,878. That's awesome. There's been some good growth while we've been here. Haven't broken into the 1999s yet. We'll see if it happens. If not, that's okay. If I break 200,000 tomorrow, if I break 200,000 on Saturday, it's just as good. It's just as good. This guy is awesome. So he's also got an interchangeable head. Looks like I could totally put on like this cool helmet with like the plume, the green plume on top. That would make him look like a very different looking guy too. Let's see, how easy is that? Yeah, look at that. Just on a ball joint. Look at that. Yes. Now I got like this little helmeted night dwarf. I get why the new She-Ra wears pants. It's hard to save the world in a mini skirt. Yeah, I guess it could be. I get it too. I get it. That's a change that doesn't really bother me. That's not a big deal. She is supposed to be like a warrior after all, right? We do have to remember that even though the original Filmation She-Ra cartoon was wonderful. It was really, really well done. It had some great messages and theming in it. We got to remember the fact that the toys that the show was based on were absolutely made to be action figure Barbies. I mean, that line was a line of dolls. So that's why she looked the way she did. That's why she had the skirt and everything. So now the series was great though, and it actually had some great writing and some really cool episodes and some good themes, like I said. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they do with it. It's kind of cool that it's coming back. It's not something I really ever expected to happen. Now, are we going to actually get a Masters of the Universe movie? I have no idea. Not real sure how excited I would be about that, because I don't feel like it's going to be something that I like. But I don't know. I might just be old and grumpy about my favorite property, I guess. Oh, look at that. Somebody just asked me right away. Larry wants to know what my thoughts are on the Battlesuit Tila. I posted about it on Twitter that day. So David Goyer, if you guys aren't familiar, he is supposedly attached to this live-action Masters of the Universe movie that there's really not been any movement on. Like, there's been a bunch of, like, news stories that are, like, un-news stories, but he actually posted a picture on his Instagram of them looking at some supposed concept art for the Masters of the Universe movie, and I think it even said in this post that they're looking at some concept art, they're going to see if they're going to move forward with this movie or something like that. But, like, in this picture, they're looking at a computer monitor, and on the computer monitor is some concept artwork for a character called Battlesuit Tila, or Tila in Battlesuit, and it just looked like this weird tech armory transformer, like a movie style, like just what the typical thing that you would see a robot look like in a movie these days. And that's what it looked like. It did not evoke anything related to Masters of the Universe. And I was immediately just like, ugh, guys, no. So that's where I'm sitting right now with the movie. Anyway, I got his purple cape on. How cool is that? All right, I've been playing with this guy for a while. I like him. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to another figure. Oh, no, I dropped my stuff. Okay. Detroit Dino says, at Astronomicon, will you be at a regular booth or one of the ones you need to stand in a line? I don't think you'll have to stand in a line to come see me. So I will be at Astronomicon in Sterling Heights, Michigan next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. For anybody that doesn't know, that's actually my first convention of the year. I'm a guest at the show. I don't know exactly what the layout is yet, but I'm pretty sure I will be at a table, and it should be very easy to walk up and see me. I don't think I'm going to command a giant line. So if you're at the show, come by the table and come see me, and I'll have T-shirts and enamel pins and stuff like that if you're interested in purchasing stuff like that. Oh yeah, I'm excited about this one. So this is a dragon. It's a purple dragon, and it doesn't actually have the name of the character because it was like they had a blue jay and a dragon. And it says, what is it? Etheron's Guard. But I think that the dragon's name is Draleon. And like they named Pixis after me, they actually named this purple dragon after my friend Aileen from a toy show called the Toy Break that used to be on YouTube. I don't know if you guys watched Toy Break. And she was also with October Toys. So this is kind of like a little shout out to her. So that's pretty cool. So what's up, Aileen? How you doing? Yeah, this one was awesome. I think they even sold wings in a separate pack. So like he's kind of got like these little small wings on the back. You see that? It's neat. It almost looks like there's just wings on the armor. But you can pop those out, and they actually sold big purple wings as like an accessory pack that you could get too, which is kind of sweet. Man, the colors on this one are gorgeous. The very feathered hands, and like there's all these extra feet, see, with like the gripping talons, because there's flight stands too, so that way if you want to pose them like flying, and you can change the talons. But how amazing is this one? I just love the colors on there. Lando wants to know if Super 7 is sending me any early Masters of the Universe figures to review. I do know that they should be sending me some stuff, but I don't know if it's going to be early. And they've kind of talked about that with me before, because I think the problem with them is like they don't get like early samples from the factory the way that Mattel did. Like their stuff all shows up and then they're sending their stuff out to the people that pre-ordered it, and that's kind of the way it works with them. So they basically will set, well, because I've already pre-ordered everything too. So I think it's basically going to be one of those things where I'm just going to get that stuff at the same time everybody else is getting it. I'm obviously still going to review it, so no problems there. I'm going to review it. But, you know, with Mattel it was different because they were a bigger company, I guess, and they sent samples out for review like that to me and several other people. But I don't know. I don't think they've got that set up to be able to do that yet. At least not yet. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to see them in a couple weeks at Toy Fair. We are very close to Toy Fair, my friends. Hey! Movie Master Marco wants to know if Board the Show is coming back. Jason, are you still in the chat? It is. Part of the reason it's delayed is me, because I've been so crazy busy. I haven't been over there to film some more stuff, but I think we're aiming to shoot some more stuff in March. Right, Jason? March-ish? So, yes, it's coming back. Hey, there he is. Yep. Brad and Stacy Rader, I'm getting a tattoo of you on my abs tomorrow. It will say 200,000 Dans and be a radical rocket blowing up. Yay! I love you, Brad. And or Stacy, whichever one of you it is that's going to get the tattoo of me. Those are my good friends Brad and Stacy from Battle Babies. Do a search for Battle Babies. Your mind will be blown. Puco Man, sorry, says, are you aware of Ultraman? Are you a fan of it? Because it's pretty much just like Power Rangers on steroids. I am aware of it. I've never really watched a lot of Ultraman. But yes, I'm aware of it. I'm very much aware of it. Greetings from Argentina. Hello, Toxina, all the way in Argentina. Thanks for joining me here on the stream. Did I even say this guy's name? Scapoid. Look at this guy. He's just like this crazy green skeleton. Yeah! You know, green, yellow skeleton. Why not? Yeah! I like him. Super cool. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Am I boring you guys with the toy opening thing? Should I switch to something other than Mythic Legions, or do you want me to keep opening some of these guys? Hey, greetings from Mexico. What's going on, Lucho Corona? Very cool. Crazy TMNT Collector, hello, how are you? Have I opened any TMNT yet? I have not opened any TMNT yet. Do you want me to open some? I actually have a stack of, the ones that are sitting over here are a bunch of the Ninja Turtles repaints. You know, all the ones that were coming out at the end of the most recent Nick line. And my plan was to review them, but I haven't done that yet. Do you think I should just rip them open here? I don't know if I want to. I think I want to do actual video reviews. Switch, please. Keep on with Mythic Legions. Keep them coming. No turtles, says Brad. All right, fine, Brad. No turtles. Not right now, at least. Do Skeletor? Like I was just doing? Yes! He-Man! I don't have a very good Skeletor voice. I don't think I do. People seem to like it, though. Repaints. At Wendy's. I do want a Frosty from Wendy's. Zach, can you hook me up? A Frosty would be great. All I've got is this boring water. A Frosty would be awesome. You're my cherry pie, Brad. Open TMNT. Let's see some Motu. I don't really have any Motu to open right now. There's nothing new for me to open with Motu. Not yet. Trinidad. Hey, Dwight. All the way in Trinidad. That's awesome. Thanks for a decade of awesomeness. Because of your early Masters of the Universe Classic reviews, I went and buying my childhood toys back. That is awesome, Erroneous. I am so glad that you've enjoyed the videos. Thank you so much. Silverhawks videos would be really cool, Miss Starbuck. I think it's possible I could do that. All right, I'm gonna do a couple more Mythic Legions, and then I'm gonna switch to something else. Actually, here. Oh, okay. I know what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm gonna open one or two more of these, and then I got a special thing I'm gonna open for Mythic Legions. How about Mr. Freeze or Two-Face reviews? Which Mr. Freeze and Two-Face are you talking about, J-Man? Just like regular, because I have a bunch of Mr. Freeze figures too, because I love Mr. Freeze. You just talking about like reviewing my collection of those guys? A reasonable price for a superpower Superman. You know, I'm not really that versed in like prices for the superpowers figures. Can anybody offer some advice for Lucho Corona? Like, what's a good price to pay for a good quality superpower Superman? Ken our superpowers. Hey, thank you, Dark Knight Kid. I'm really happy that I'm one of your favorite YouTubers. I don't think I could do a Mikey voice. Booyakasha! That's the best I got. And that's like modern Mikey. I definitely can't do like the old Mikey. We need a Dan and Melvor toy show. I would totally do a toy show with Melvor. My buddy Melvor of the Game Chasers. When I was down in Texas at Retropalooza, I had a lot of fun with him. We went to a toy shop together and did a bunch of stuff, which is a video that I still need to put together. We filmed video together, so I need to edit it. Okay, this guy I love. Oh man, this guy's got like a flag. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. How sweet is that? Stick to Skeletor. Yeah, I know. My Mikey voice was no good. This video was fun and I love the Legions. I'm so glad. Thank you. I need 1 million subscribers? I don't know if I'm going to hit 1 million subscribers tonight. That'd be sweet, but I don't know. It took me 10 years to get to almost 200,000. I don't know. I can't imagine how long it would take me to get to 1 million. Alright, there we go. Check this dude out. Ah! I need to get him to hold on to this flag thing. Okay, there we go. It's kind of too heavy for his hand, actually. He's dropping it. It's going to be one of those things you're going to have to kind of balance on the ground, I think. There we go. Check this guy out, though. So purple and black is like my favorite color combination. I love purple and black together. This guy's awesome. I love that. So cool. Alright. So I've been opening up a bunch of Mythic Legions. It's been really, really fun. Let's bring in one of the big guns. I can't believe I haven't opened this yet. They did giant trolls. There were several of them. They did 3, I think, and there's more coming. But I grabbed this guy, so we're going to open this up. This thing's amazing. The flag guy's in the same faction as the vampire. Very cool. Thank you, Straight Edge. I appreciate that. Will I ever do a live review of Ninja Turtles figures? I might do that. I'll tell you guys what, though. I'm going to be at New York Toy Fair in just a few weeks. February 17th, I believe, is the start date. I don't know for sure because it really depends. Toy Fair is, if you've seen my videos about what it's like to cover Toy Fair in the past, it's very much like by appointment only, this and that. But if I can pull out any live videos from the show floor, I will. And specifically with Ninja Turtles, Playmates is going to be revealing the new stuff from the new show. So if I can do something live with them, I definitely will. But if I can't do it live, I'm still going to do my normal interview with them. So I'll have that coming. Okay, this thing is like going to be really in this box, so I'm going to have to like do some cutting here to get them out. So bear with me. Subscriber count's going up a little bit. 199,881. That's awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Do I collect a Real American Hero G.I. Joes? Not actively, no. I've got a few from when I was a kid, but I never really got huge into G.I. Joe. Nothing against it. I like G.I. Joe. I just don't have like that nostalgic connection to it. There's some definite cool toys in that line, though, for sure. And I did go to a JoeCon a few years back because it came here to Springfield, and I had a lot of fun there. I thought it was a great convention. What's going on, Midwest Retro Gamers? I am getting close. Do these smell like He-Man figures? That's an interesting question. What do they smell like? No? They kind of have their own unique smell, I guess. New toy smell. Alright. Here's a big old club. Whoa! This dude is like super twisty. Look at this. Twisty ties! The bane of our existence. Okay, let me see if I can just cut them all. Boom. Boom! I'm getting them. I'm getting them. Okay. Did I get them all? Alright, you troll. Get out of this box. Oh! Okay. I am making a mess in here. Look at this thing. Gosh, this is amazing. I'm gonna get this twisty tie off of his neck. He's got a twisty tie necklace on. There we go. Look at this! Look at this! It's like the size of a little baby. Little baby. So you can see how big he is compared to the rest of the Mythic Legions figures here. And if I bring in the tape measure, this dude's 12 inches. He's about a foot tall. Pretty awesome. Who would win in a fight between Spider Blue or Disco Skeletor? Man, I feel like those guys would hang out on the weekends. I don't know if they'd be fighting each other, would they? Look at this guy. Oh! Troll smash! I'll put this dude right up here. Check him out. Look at the details on this guy. Look at this big old furry underwear. Look at that. Here's his butt. This thing is awesome. Man, this thing is incredible. He feels like super solid. Oh, he's got some real tight ratchet joints. Look at that. Great articulation. Look at that. Man, this is so cool. Now, these dudes are expensive. I believe these were like $100 a piece, which is why I sprung for one that was rough. But it's amazing. It's incredible. It's a super cool toy. Man, look at the sculpt on the face on this thing. Seriously, look at this guy. Gremlin on steroids. Oh, that is so cool. Dominic wants to know if I'm going to get more of the Rampage toys. I definitely want to. That big George is... Oh, I need to put like George next to this guy. I think George has currently been commandeered by my son because he's been playing with it with his King Kong. He loves that thing. I want to get like the Lizzie, you know, the big lizard. I kind of wish they would have did Lizzie and Ralph in the same big giant scale as George so that we could get all three of them huge. They didn't do that though. But then the next scale down, there's still a pretty decent sized Lizzie. And I definitely am going to get that one. But I'll probably get a Ralph too just so I can have the trio together. So yeah, more Rampage stuff. It's amazing because that movie looks so goofy, but there's been so much interest in those toys. Like that video has done really well, like views-wise. Like people really wanted to watch that video, and I thought that was really cool. It's a fun toy. It's a really fun toy. What's going on? Oh, from Sweden. Homie Chosen One, all the way from Sweden. What's going on? Did you ever get the Last Action Hero caddy for your Roddy Piper gold dust display? So I've got the gold car from Last Action Hero, and I've got a gold dust. That's been one of the things I wanted to do forever. For anybody that doesn't know, I want to recreate the WrestleMania 12. Was it the back alley brawl or whatever it was with the gold dust and Piper? Because there's the gold car from the Last Action Hero toy line, and I'm going to put a Jack-specific, like, the older bone-crunching style gold dust in the driver's seat, and I wanted to put a Roddy Piper figure sprawled on the hood like he just got hit. I just need a good Roddy figure. I'm not sure which Roddy figure I'm going to use, but that is for sure going to be part of my studio display. I've already decided that that's going to be in my studio display when I get that filled with toys. Because that back there is going to be filled with toys. That's the plan. Despite Lizzie being based on Godzilla in the older games, I believe she's more based on the Ultra Kaiju Skydon in this. It's very possible. They made her like a crocodile or alligator in this. So it's a little different. She's not instead of going for like the humanoid monsters, they just made them giant animals. So it's kind of a bit of a change. But the George figure is a cool figure. All right, so what I have here in front of me are some of the Virtuvian Hacks figures from another smaller company called Boss Fight Studio. And they've been producing some amazing stuff. Shout out to my buddy Andrew. What's up, Andrew, if you're watching. They just recently put out the Bucky O'Hare figures, which I gushed all over. They were like my favorite toy released last year. You might have seen that. But this is the other line they're doing. And it's kind of, in a way, just the 4-inch smaller scale, same type of thing as what Mythic Legions is. It's kind of like fantasy characters, but in that 4-inch scale. But they've done these awesome like Gorgons and these snake characters, but they've also got fantasy characters, like, we got like this elven archer here, and this guy's an orc commander. And then, so those are from like the most recent series, the Series 2 stuff. And I've got some stuff here from Series 1 also, like here, check that out. Snake dude, he's so cool. And, oh, look at this skeleton. So we're going to open some of these up, and we're going to check some of these out now. Because, I don't know, I'm just like on this big fantasy kick right now. I just want to open all these cool fantasy toys. So, I also, the link for these guys are also in the video description if you want to go check these out. And maybe if you decide you want to pick some of these up. Boss Fight Store is what it's called, I believe. So you can look that up and check these out. Midwest Retro Gamers wants to know if I collect the Ultimate figures from NECA like the Freddys and the Jasons. Picked up any of like the Ultimates. I have some. I think I have one of the Predators, maybe. So it's funny because I love the stuff from NECA, obviously. Big part of the things I collected. And I've got a bunch of the Alien figures and a bunch of the Predator figures. But those are kind of like my favorite things that they do. And I especially love the Kenner stuff, the Kenner styled stuff that they do, and of course the video game styled stuff. So those are my favorite things to collect from those guys. But no, I haven't picked up Freddy or Jason yet. The only Freddy and Jasons that I have from NECA are the video game inspired ones. So many Mythic Legions here. There are indeed. Would I do Rick and Morty toy reviews? Maybe. Like the Funko ones? I might. I enjoy Rick and Morty. This is so cool. Okay, so I'm going to put some of the accessories in this awesome Gorgon chick's hands. She's got like this little whip that looks like a spinal cord, like a snake, or like bones of a snake, which is so cool. And she's got a sword. There's also some interchangeable hands here, but look at this. So I get a little bit closer with these so you guys can see it. Hopefully the camera focus is really good, but yeah. It's really, really nice, the sculptor. Look at the articulation on this. Isn't that sweet? The way you can kind of like really bend that all the way around. It's like ball jointed all the way through here. It feels really good. Yeah, check out that whip. It's like bones. Bone whip. Let's see, and you should be able to... Look at that, you can balance it. See that I got it balanced here? Look, I don't know if you can see it. It stands just fine. You can totally just wrap that tail around and get her standing up. That is sweet. That is awesome. I'll put her up here. I have a text message. All right. Let's go with another snake guy. Are you going to get the new TMNT figs, or could you review the 1988 TMNT figures, please? Yes, and yes, absolutely. I'm definitely interested. I'm very, very, very curious what the new Ninja Turtles figures are going to look like based on the new show. Which, if you guys don't know, they're doing the official like artwork reveal tomorrow on the official Ninja Turtles Facebook page. So I know that this is going to be a series that they're gearing more towards a younger audience, so they're going to look a little more cartoony, I think, this time around. But I'm very curious to see how that's going to translate into a toy line. And, I mean, I love Ninja Turtles. So, yes, I'll definitely be picking those up and reviewing them. And as far as reviewing vintage stuff, absolutely. That's one of the things I kind of talked about in my update video, that I really want to start incorporating more vintage stuff in my toy review rotation. So it is on my plan sheets. I absolutely plan to do that. This dude's got like, this is like wrap around his torso maybe. He's got like all these little like straps with like these sword scabbards. Trying to figure out, he's got a couple of them here. Oh, and he's got like his own, look at that. There's a little headpiece there. Look at this dude. It's fierce. I love him. Okay, Chief. What's going on, buddy? How you doing, dude? I was just telling everybody that I've still got a video I need to put together of me, you, and Melvor going to a toy store in Texas. Kind of like our big three-way collab there. Me and OK Chief and Melvor the Game Chasers, the Toy Chasers. Super fun day. Do you play Roblox? I have never played Roblox. I feel like that's one of those things I'm super out of the loop on because I always see people talking about Roblox, but nope, I have never played it. Am I going to be at Retropalooza San Antonio? I don't know yet. Maybe. If I'm not going to be at San Antonio, I should definitely be back in Arlington again. Are you going to be there? You're always there. So hopefully I'll at least see you there. Look at this dude, though. There you go. Very cool. Very cool. All right, I'm going to keep moving on. Boss Fight did some pretty incredible stuff here with these lines. And obviously just talking like personally speaking, my scale is always more like kind of the 6-inch, 7-inch scale stuff. So I don't buy a ton of 4-inch figures. But these, these are great. I mean, gosh, this skeleton. I'm going to open the skeleton next. The skeleton's amazing. You know, great toys are great toys. Hey, what's going on, Will Edwards? Greetings from the Twitterverse, huh? Very cool. Michael French. I've not heard of Michael French, I don't believe, Timothy. I will check him out. Did you play Super Mario Odyssey? I did. I beat it. Well, I beat the main story mode. I'm still working on getting more moons. But holy cow, what an incredible game. Gosh, me and Christina both love Mario Odyssey, and we just basically were fighting over the Switch playing through that game because we both are so addicted to it. Yes, Mario Odyssey is incredible. And it's funny because it got me away from Breath of the Wild. I need to go back and finish Breath of the Wild because I haven't finished Breath of the Wild yet. Because I also started playing Splatoon 2, and now I just can't stop getting on playing Splatoon 2. Check this dude out. Little Skeleton Warrior. I love it. 4-inch forever. I know. There's a lot of people that love 4-inch figures. And that's fine. I just prefer 6-inch figures. Also, I prefer 5-inch figures, like 5.5 figures, like classic Masters of the Universe style. Which is why I'm really excited about the stuff that Funko's doing. Those 5.5 Mortal Kombat figures are amazing. Let's see if I can get this shield in here. Oh, hold on to the shield. There's a little handle in there. Man, look at this dude all armed up. He's got this awesome shield. He's got his cool little Spartan hat and a sword. This is amazing. Just an awesome little skeleton warrior. Sweet. I love it, love it, love it. These are great. These are great. You guys are killing it, Boss Fight. Okay. Let's see. We'll go with the orc. This is Sparta. It's only a matter of time before somebody said that. How's my subscriber count doing up there? Oh, I'm still 199, 800s. That's all right. We'll get there. We'll get there. 200K is coming, you guys. Favorite toy as a kid? Dark Knight Kid. That's always such a hard question because there's so many of them. But if you want me to choose one, I absolutely have to give the nod to Masters of the Universe as being my favorite toy line. And if you're going to make me pick a favorite toy from that series, I would definitely narrow it down to He-Man, Skeletor, Scareglow, Mosquitor, and Spikor. And if I had to narrow it down even further, Mosquitor, followed by Scareglow, followed by Skeletor. Favorite NECA Predator? It's the Lava Predator. The Kenner one, the translucent red one. And it's purely a nostalgia thing. I know that there's so many better looking NECA Predators, but man, I was just so happy about that translucent red Predator. So that one gets it. I just dropped a helmet. No! Well, that's down there until I stop filming. So I lost the orc's helmet. Okay, but here's our orc. Check this dude out. Camera doesn't want to focus on these smaller figures. It's still trying to focus on me. Oh, there's another helmet, though. Oh, yeah. Wow, this guy came with so much stuff. Oh, and he's got a face. Okay, so look at this. We've got this helmet. Like this great wings on there. Very Warduke looking. Dungeons & Dragons. And I could put this amazing face mask with a skull on it. Look at that. Here, camera, focus on this. Focus on this, camera. This is what I usually do. Focus. Ah! And then I dropped the mask. It's over there somewhere. I'll get it. This is awesome. And see, these guys do come with little figure stands too. Obviously, you don't use these for the snakes, but for the humanoid characters with feet, it's very helpful to have a little figure stand there. So I keep them standing. Ooh, I love the hammer. This guy's going to get the hammer. Yeah, look at that. A cool little mallet. So cool. Do you play Splatoon? Yeah. Yes, I do play Splatoon. Splatoon 2 is awesome. Toy Galaxy is in the chat. Yeah, Toy Galaxy. Dan, are you here? What's going on, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Welcome to my boring toy opening extravaganza. I hope it's not boring. Sometimes I'm just like, it feels weird because I'm like, I feel like I'm talking to myself just open all these toys, even though you guys are all right here in the chat. Let's see, I stand some of these guys up here. I'm just dropping things like crazy. Oh, the skeletons don't really have foot pegs. Okay. Check these guys out. All right, so I'm going to open this one because I love the colors again. More purple. Purple is so awesome on toys. Hey, take care, Midwest Retro Gamers. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. Exo Squad. I have not heard of anybody wanting to reboot Exo Squad. Never say never, because I've seen a lot of crazy toy lines get rebooted and come back. But I personally have not heard anything of anybody doing that yet. I love toys too, Christopher. I love toys too. I'm looking at Mythic Legions right here on screen. Yes, these are Mythic Legions. So that's not boring for you? That's good. Did you see this dude right here? This dude is for sure not boring. Look, this is my new co-star. I'm just going to leave him right up there. He's way handsomer than me. Way more handsome. Proper English. Oh, this is awesome. Dark Knight Kid says, I'm 12 and I love the 1988 TMNT show and I'm getting the reissue toys, saving up. Well, that's awesome. Very cool. I'm really glad that you like the original show. Man, I love all of the translucent purples on this one. Even the sword blade is like translucent purple. Look at this. Okay, come on, focus. Get next to the troll, maybe you'll focus. There you go. Look at how awesome that is. And it's got like this like pearlized purple running down the back. I don't think that comes across very good on the camera, but this might be my favorite of the Gorgon ladies here from Boss Fight. This is a really, really, really sweet looking toy. That is slick. I love it. Yeah, like all of her skin has got like this pearlized like white and purple on there. So she's very shiny, just like glossy, glistening. I love it. That's fantastic. Troll is messing with my autofocus. That's why he got moved. He got put back here in the back again. He's back here. All right. This is our archer, our elven archer. Ayana? What's her name? Sweet card back artwork too, by the way. Check out the card back artwork. It's nice. It's very pretty. Very pretty. Do you hope NECA continues the retro game line? It's my favorite, and you know why. Yeah, so Will Edwards here in the chat, if you guys haven't noticed, he actually gets credited on the packages for NECA's video game, specifically the Jason figures, because he customized the NES-style purple Jason figure, and NECA actually asked to use his idea to make the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive NES Jason figure, which started the whole thing. So you guys have a celebrity in the chat here with Will. And yes, I do hope they do more of that kind of stuff. I know that there were things that they planned that have not happened, and I don't know if they're going to happen, and it bums me out knowing the things that they were going to do. So I hope that they can make some of that work. And, you know, they showed off the Simon Belmont. It was like just a reissue of the Simon that they had done in the past, but they did it with the NES-style colors. And then, you know, Konami was apparently very hard to deal with, so they canceled that figure, and that bummed me out because I was really looking forward to that. So I don't know. I hope they can do more of those. Definitely. Would I ever play the new Friday the 13th game? I think that looks really fun. I've watched a lot of videos of people playing it just because it looks fun. I have not played it myself yet, but I definitely should. I should give that a shot. Did any of you guys play that? Do you like it? At first, I kind of felt like people were complaining about it a lot, but it looks really fun to me. I think it looks fun. Unreleased Predator set looked amazing at the studio. Oh, you got to see some fun stuff at the studio, huh? All right, well, here's our Elven Archer. I'm having a hard time getting her on the figure stand, but she looks cool. She's a very, very cool-looking figure. 199,885. All right, everybody. Now you guys are all supposed to get on your social media and start telling everybody to subscribe. Let's see if we can boost those numbers up a little bit. Actually, you don't have to do that. I'm just... it will happen in due time, and I just appreciate you guys being here, so thank you. All right, I'm going to read through some of these chat comments here. Hello, Brazil! Thank you for joining all the way from Brazil. I really, really appreciate that. So I've opened up pretty much all the Mythic Legions I got out. I've opened up all the boss fight toys I got out. I've got a couple other things over here I think I'm going to grab. It kind of fits the theme. Let's see if any of you guys have picked up any of these yet. Articulated Icons. This is a series of ninjas that look very similar to like what the Horsemen are doing with this fantasy stuff. But these were done by the awesome folks over at The Fwoosh. And I'm going to give a shout out to my buddy Nick, who you guys might know as VB or Veebs, because he's a good buddy of mine, and he's been super, super, super helpful to me over the years, giving me a lot of advice and helping me out with a lot of stuff on this channel. So Nick, I love you, buddy. And I'm going to check out some of your awesome toys right now on here. You have that? Kid Foodies? What do you have? One of these, or are you talking about something else? TMNT! Oh, guys, you really want to see some TMNT? Okay, I know, I do. TMNT is a thing on my channel. I get it. I'm sorry I didn't think about bringing any of them in. I've got a couple sitting down here. We'll open some turtles before the show's over. Hey, Dark Knight Kid. You're 12. I know, you told me you were 12. That's awesome. So check these out. These got like this huge bag. The little Ziploc bags these come with that is just chock full of accessories. Look at that. It's insane. There's so much in here. And we got a little twisty tie on here. Let's see if I can untie this. Or would it be easier to cut this? It might be easier to cut this. How's everybody doing out there, guys? Just tweeted for me? Oh, thank you so much, Alexis. I really appreciate that. Oh, favorite Toy Biz Legends? Like, as in Marvel Legends figures made by Toy Biz? Man, that was the era that I was, like, super collecting that stuff. So, let me see. Favorite Marvel Legends from Toy Biz. So I really liked the brown costume Wolverine they did. I know that it's outdated by today's standards, but brown costume Wolverine was always my favorite, and I was really happy when they did that one. Toy Biz did that one, right? Yeah, Toy Biz totally did that one. It's like all blending together now. Galactus, the first Build-A-Figure, amazing. But even cooler than that, the Sentinel. And I still have my Build-A-Figure Sentinel. Loved the Sentinel that they did. You remember the phasing Vision? That was like one of the chase figures. That was one of the figures that, like, I remember one of my early going wacko trying to find it figures, and I still have it to this day because I was so happy when I finally found the phasing Vision. So check it out. Okay, so here we go. Here's one of our ninjas from Articulated Icons from the Fwoosh. Hey, Nerd News Today. Hey, Pixel Dan, look forward to seeing you at New York Toy Fair in a few weeks. Digging the Mythic Legions. Waiting for my first ones to come in the mail from the Kickstarter. Awesome! Very cool. And hopefully I will see you there. I'll be at Toy Fair in just a few weeks. It's going to be crazy. Detroit Dino. Going to come see me at Astronomicon. Awesome. Well, I hope they let you in. Tell him Pixel Dan sent you. Tell him you got to come see Pixel Dan. Look at this dude. He's got this awesome mask to put on. Cool little devil mask. That is sweet. And I like this little rooftop base, which is pretty cool. So you can pose this guy. There's like pegs all over it, so you can pose him in different ways. Here. And he's got so many different weapons. And he's got interchangeable heads, so I can just put on a straight like ninja mask if I want to. And there's a hood. And oh my gosh, there's so many interchangeable hands. I need to do a proper review of this so I can show everything off. But here, I'll just put together something a little simple here. Oh, let's do... So where's this clip? Is it clip on his back? I feel like that would clip on his belt. Now I'm just sitting here playing with this thing. You've been subbed to me since I started the Turtles stuff. Allspark Animations. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Go Ninja Turtles. I love me some turtles. Love me some turtles. That's a good question. Will anybody else here be at Astronomicon next weekend? I would love to see you guys. Hey, the Legend Collector. Welcome to the chats. Good to see you. The toy line of these ninjas, it's called Articulated Icons. Somebody just asked. If you guys have ever seen the website The Fwoosh, it's a toy website. They do lots of great reviews and stuff over there. They do videos too now. But yes, they're the ones behind this toy line, and it's super cool. I'm actually just trying to pose this guy. It's kind of cool on this little rooftop here, just so I can... There you go. Look at this dude. Yeah, that's a really bad pose, but that's just kind of me being on the spot, posing this dude around. I got so many cool toys on this table, all from smaller studios that are making these, and I love that. I love all the stuff that's coming out that's not necessarily mainstream, because look at these amazing toys that we're getting. Some really, really cool stuff. So I hope you guys check these guys out. The Four Horsemen do Mythic Legions, which is all this stuff right here. You can check them out at storehorseman.com. Boss Fight Studio does Virtuvian hacks, so check them out at Boss Fight Store. And then Articulated Icons from the Fwoosh is this ninja line, so definitely do a search and check them out as well. Good stuff here. All right, let's go ahead and do a little bit of a Q&A. We're already at, let's see, I've been on here for an hour and a half, which is pretty good. So you guys want to ask me some questions? I'll answer some questions here in the chat. We're at 199,887 subscribers, which is amazing. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much. Am I going to open Ninja Turtle stuff in this video? Yeah, I'll do some in a minute. I'll open a couple. Erroneous82 says, if you could time travel to the 80s to buy toys, what year and what toy line would you buy up? No doubt about it, I would go back to somewhere in 83 through 87, and I would buy up Masters of the Universe stuff. It's still my all-time favorite. It's still the stuff I love collecting. The vintage stuff is getting harder and harder to get a hold of, and I think I would just go back and I would grab up anything and everything Masters. I mean, like the toys and any promotional materials I can get my hands on, and just anything. That's the stuff that I would be the most interested in. Absolutely. Favorite original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures. My favorite figure from the vintage line is definitely Mutagen Man, followed closely by Muckman. But there are some amazing toys in that line. I always loved Wingnut. He was another one of my favorites from that line. The Storage Shell Turtles, I always loved Storage Shell Donatello, I think was one I had prominently as a kid. Loved that figure. I love how you could see like the gums in their teeth. They're like, argh. I just thought that was so cool. Really cool toys. The sculpting in that vintage Turtles line is pretty mind-blowing. Go get some of those and just look at the details on them. They're wonderful. Have I gotten any of the Moon Knight Funko Pops yet? Will asks. I have not. So you guys can send them to my P.O. box. No, I'm just kidding. I do need to get some of those for sure. Stark Scraps wants to know if we're doing more Geek Easy podcasts soon. Absolutely. Jonathan and I definitely want to get the podcast back on track. Part of that hinges on me getting the rest of my studio built and set up here, so that way it's just very easy for him to come over, and we can sit down and we can record. So bear with us. We will definitely get back on a regular schedule with that podcast again. Allspark Animations asked what my first ever Turtles toy was. I did answer that question earlier on in the show, but I'm going to throw it out there again. It was the original Donatello figure. That was my first figure from the original line. Why don't you do Black Series videos? I assume you're talking about Star Wars Black Series. Yeah, I don't know. You know, that's another thing that I probably could have brought with me for this live stream. I have a stack of Star Wars Black Series 6-inch figures that I just haven't opened yet. They've kind of been building up. Honestly, I think it's because they were just coming out too fast, and I got to a point where I couldn't keep up with them and do all the other things that I'm doing, so they just kind of fell by the wayside. So I don't know. I should probably do some more Star Wars stuff, because I love me some Star Wars too. Love Star Wars. If you could change anything, would you make sure that Krang was yours on Christmas, says Dark Knight Kid. If I could change anything? I don't know. No. I mean, it's just a funny memory now, right? And I think it's funny because I told that's one of my Christmas toy memories videos, if you guys didn't see it. My brother got Krang for Christmas, and I was jealous because I thought it was for me. And I told that story, and so many people gave me a hard time in the comments. And like, I don't think you guys got that it was supposed to be like an anecdotal, like funny story. Because I laugh at it thinking back on it now. It totally didn't matter because my brother and I shared a Ninja Turtles collection after that, and we just both played with our Turtles toys. So looking back on it, it super doesn't matter. At the time, I was upset, and now it's just a funny story to tell. Kevin wants to know if Playmates will reveal Rise of the Turtles figures at Toy Fair. Yes, that is the plan. On the press invite they sent me, they said they are revealing them. So, yes, they are planning to right now. Unless something changes and Nickelodeon's like, you can't show them off, which happened a couple years ago when they were trying to show off the new movie toys. As long as that doesn't happen, then yes, they should be revealing them. Dino Riders was so bad but so good, says Detroit Dino. I agree. I really like Dino Riders, and that's a toy line that I totally missed as a kid. Didn't discover until I was an adult collector, and I've only got one piece from that collection. It's kind of expensive, so it's not something I'm really like seeking out, but they are very cool toys. Toy Bro wants to know if Norm's hair is as silky in real life as it seems. You're talking about Norm the gaming historian, my buddy Norm. Well, not anymore because he cut it all off. But he did for a moment have luxurious long locks. Oil up and hit the gym with him. I had to throw that out there, right? By the way, what's up, Toy Bro? Everybody go check out Toy Bro. Toy Bro and Toy Galaxy I've seen pop in here, and Toy World Order is in here. There's a bunch of great toy YouTubers in here. Go watch their stuff, too. Go support them. Go watch their videos. They definitely deserve your attention. If you guys like toy stuff, watch everybody. Watch everybody. Everybody's got opinions. Everybody's doing cool stuff, and I would just love to see this just grow. So everybody go check them out. All right, favorite G1 Transformer. Oh boy, you're asking me Transformers questions. So I will say that Transformers is one of those lines I didn't really have as a kid, so I don't have a lot of fondness for it now just because it's not a nostalgic thing for me. But if we're talking about G1 Transformers, I do have and love Soundwave, and I do have and love Grimlock. I think those are two of my favorites. Somebody up here asked if I have a Laser Light Skeletor. I do. I have a Laser Light Skeletor and a Laser Power He-Man, and a Titus, and a Megator. And those four figures were probably the most money I've ever spent on toys, and it was very scary, but I'm very happy that I own them in my collection. So I can't wait to properly display those. Are you going to get any vintage collection figures when it comes back? Are you talking about the Star Wars stuff? Yeah, possibly. I kind of started sticking to the 6-inch stuff with Star Wars because I collected the 4-inch for so long that I totally burned myself out on it, and I just kind of stopped. So when they started releasing 6-inch figures, which is kind of my preferred scale anyway, I started buying into those. So I'm kind of at like the 6-inch stuff with Star Wars now. Kid Collector wants to know, as an aspiring toy collector, what would be your advice on expanding a collection, and what toy line do you think I should invest in? Oh, wow. Okay, so invest in. Are you talking about, like, just collecting? Like something to start collecting for your collection? Or are you talking about something that you think is actually going to be, like, worth money? Because I don't think I can give a good answer to the latter, because I personally don't collect for value. It's not something I do. I collect because I enjoy toys. So there's a lot of stuff out there that's fairly cheap that you could still pick up. But the problem is like, especially with so many of us on YouTube doing toy videos now, I feel like a lot of those lines that used to be kind of unknown have been discovered and have shot way up in price. Prime example, Mattel's Food Fighters. When I first started doing videos 10 years ago, one of my first videos was about the Food Fighters. It was an obscure line that I didn't feel like anybody was talking about. And I'm not saying I'm responsible, but man, those things have gotten so expensive, it's crazy. So, my advice for rounding out a collection is to hit up toy shows. Not necessarily, conventions are good, but if you can find a toy show, like shows that are dedicated to selling toys or like flea markets, just start going to those places because you're going to find some cool stuff there, and that's been my best experience, like just finding things piece by piece and tracking it together. If you're looking only online and buying on eBay, that gets very expensive. So get out there and actually do some physical hunting. You'll have more fun that way, I think, and you never know what you're going to find out there. The joy of the hunt is part of what makes all of this so much fun for me. So good luck. Where do Ghostbusters toys rank in your top 10? If we're talking about Kenner's Real Ghostbusters, they are definitely in the top 10. I loved Kenner's Real Ghostbusters as a kid. It's hard to say offhand. I'd probably put them in a solid 8 or 9 in my top 10. Let's see. Oh, the Disney Dabbers. Back for another stream. Third one. Welcome back, Disney Dabbers. I'm glad you've been here for my third stream. I've only done 3 of these so far, but I definitely want to start doing more of these. Do Star Wars figures again. Okay, guys, I probably will. Christian says, the Muckman Ninja Turtles 2012 figure is crazy expensive. Where can I get a cheaper one? I wish I could tell you where to get a cheaper one, but it is crazy how hard to find that figure is. So I am really, really sorry that you guys can't find it. I don't know why it's so rare and why they didn't put so many of them out there. I saw it the one time in the store, and I never saw it again. It's such a great figure, and it's a shame that it's getting scalped for as high as it is. Do you think the 12-inch Marvel Legends line will continue to get better? I've only picked up one figure from the 12-inch Marvel Legends line, which is the Daredevil. I did a video on it, and I thought it was really, really awesome, but kind of decided it wasn't something that I really wanted to collect, so I haven't bought any more of them. So I don't know. Maybe. I feel like they're kind of expensive. I get it. They're big figures. They cost a lot, but yeah, it was just something I decided not to get. Oh man, Kevin, SEO Toy Review. Hey, by the way, go check out SEO Toy Review. He's another good toy channel. I'm sorry you never got Muckman though. That sucks. I saw my subscriber count climb over the 199, 890, and now it's back down to the 889. I love watching it just go up and down. It's crazy. It's so much fun. Yeah, 199, 889. Oh, that's so awesome, guys. Thank you. We're getting so close. We're at a point where we're just over 100. If I can get just over 100, I'm going to break that 200,000. It's going to be amazing. Am I going to be watching the Puppy Bowl this weekend? Isn't that what everybody's getting together to do? Watch the Puppy Bowl? I don't know. I don't know. Never seen him or Usagi, says Alexis. Oh, man. I saw Usagi multiple times around here, but the original release definitely was harder to get than, like, all the variants that came out. Like, the Samurai ones seemed to be more populated in stores than the original version. Oh, thanks, Detroit Dino, for getting me a couple more subscribers. I really appreciate that. If I had to watch one movie for the rest of my life, what would it be? Oh my gosh, that is a really hard question. I guess maybe the easy answer would be something like Star Wars, right? Like Return of the Jedi, maybe. And like, look, I love Empire Strikes Back, but I feel like Return of the Jedi would be like a little bit more fun to watch over and over for the rest of my life. Or if I want to go with like comedies, Clerks 2. I love Clerks 2. All right, I'm going to scoot over here real quick. I'm going to grab some stuff off the floor, so hang tight. All right. Do you guys want me to open some Turtles toys? I was going to save these for a video. So if I open them now, I'm not going to have package shots for the video. So these are the some of the paint variants that were coming out towards the end of the line, where they basically just started like repainting and re-releasing a bunch of the figures. And they re-released all 4 turtles again, but with different colorways, and the packaging gave them different names. So this is Tech Donnie, this is Jokester Mikey, which is funny. We've got Hothead Raph, and we've got Mighty Leo. So if you guys want, I can open these now, or we can save them for a standard review. What do you guys want me to do? I'll let you vote in the comments. And in the meantime, I'll keep answering some questions. Lando wants to know if I have Wonder Bread He-Man, a.k.a. Savage He-Man. I do not. I do not. That figure scares me because it's still such a mystery. It's weird. Oh, never seen these, huh? Dark Knight Kid said he's never seen these figures. Somebody says for later. Standard review for these. Okay, okay, standard review. Video would be cool. Do them for later. All right, I think I'm just going to go with that. Because I feel like I would rather do just a regular video on this set so that more people see it. So I'm going to save these. I'm not going to open these right now. So there you go. You guys voted. So before I get out of here for the night, I'm just going to go and do a little bit more Q&A with you guys. We'll hang out for a little while longer. Let's see how high we can bump that sub count up. It's getting up there. Any boost would be much appreciated. And you guys shoot me some questions, and we'll answer them. Let's do it. Any more? I don't have any other Turtles figures other than some of these repaints. So there's no other Turtles that I feel comfortable opening right now. Would I like Creepy Santa to come alive like Ted? I don't know. So Creepy Santa, if you guys watch Advent Calendar Madness, he's our fun little vintage Santa mascot. He rings a bell. He's a decoration. I love him. I don't think I want him to be alive. No. I think that would be bad. I know Stina wouldn't like that at all. I think that'd be... Oh, sub count's going up. Just shot up to 199,892. Awesome. Thank you guys. Any more Plastic to Pixels planned? Absolutely. So Norm and I have already shot 6 new episodes of Plastic to Pixels. And I actually have the other part of the G.I. Joe episode. So there's 7 episodes that are all on the editing board right now. Toy Galaxy Dan, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a good night, buddy. They are getting ready to be edited now. We are actually filming a few more segments for each of them, and then they are going to be started to put together, get the editing table there. So expect 7 episodes from Plastic to Pixels coming in the very near future. Hopefully by summertime they'll be out. Do you have the Blue Master Splinter? I do have the Blue Master Splinter. He's right here. There he is. Another one of weird, wacky repaints. So I've got that one. I've got the weird green Razar. Savage Razar, I guess is his name. And I've got Mystic April, which I actually really like this repaint. I think that's a really cool looking repaint. So expect standard review videos for all those. I'm definitely going to do a standard video on those. Ooh, here's a good question. Waffle After Hours wants to know, how hard is it for a wrestler to learn how to fall? So for any of you guys who don't know, I have also been involved in the independent pro wrestling scene for 18 years now. Right out of high school in 2000, I went and I got trained and I wrestled on the indies for a very long time. I did it every weekend for a long time. I'm still involved, but not as much as I used to be. It's a mental thing. Learning how to bump, learning how to fall on the small, right between your shoulder blades on the mats. It's a mental thing. You have to get past the mental block. Once you do it, it's like riding a bike. You'll just be able to do it naturally. So training. If it's something you're interested in and that's why you're asking, get a professional trainer and train hard. It's the only way you're going to learn how to do it. Will says he's never seen the Razar or the April. So yeah, I'm definitely going to review those then. I'm glad. I don't really see them in stores anymore, so I was kind of like wondering if I missed the boat on reviewing those because I bought them right before I moved and then just haven't gotten to them yet. So I think I'm going to do it. It'd be a good send-off, right? Like a farewell to the 2012 Turtle series if I just plow through the rest of these here and get them all reviewed. And then that means I've pretty much reviewed every figure from that line, which is amazing. From start to finish, I just reviewed that line. It's crazy. What quarter scale Turtles figures would you want NECA to make next? Well, I'm really excited that they announced Shredder. I'm so glad we're getting Shredder. So I think the natural one after that, Casey Jones. I would love to see a movie Casey Jones. I think that'd be wonderful. When buying vintage, do you only buy what you had or played with as a kid? I'm getting back into Joe's. Even though I'm an 80s baby, my memories are more than 90s, but the early 80s figures are the best. No, not necessarily. As a collector, I think one of the coolest things, especially since I've started doing the YouTube thing, one of the best things has been learning and discovering toys that I never did before. So there's been plenty of toy lines that I've picked up for the first time just by finding them at toy shows and checking them out. However, nostalgia does drive a lot of my purchases. And anytime I see something that I had as a kid that I no longer do now, I definitely feel stronger impulses to buy that stuff just because of that nostalgic connection. But no, it's not the only thing that pins me down with buying stuff. So you shouldn't let it pin you down either. You know, buy the things that you think looks cool or that you want to experience for the first time. Do you plan on going to the Toyman Toy Show this year? I do want to go to the Toyman Toy Show. So it just depends on when I get a chance to. Duvall, take it easy, buddy. I'll see you later. Oh, did you text me or something? He says, look at my phone. Puppet Duvall says hi, everybody. See you later, Duvall. Thanks for stopping by. Fresh from the sewer. Favorite Nick TMNT figure? I think that definitely goes to Muckman, which is a shame that he's so hard to find. But I also really love Usagi Ojimbo. I think that the end there, they really pumped out some nice figures. So those are two of my favorites for sure. Let's see, what else we got? What were some of your unexpected toy collecting missteps and surprise successes over the years? Oh, Tim. That is a hard question to answer on the spot. Unexpected toy collecting missteps. I think I'm gonna have to let me stew that for a little bit. Let me sit on that one because I can't really answer that off the top of my head. Alexis wants to know if I can do Bigfoot. I've never done the Bigfoot voice in front of camera before. All right, here we go. Hey guys, it's me, Bigfoot. Hope to see you come watch board the show. I like games. There you go. There's my Bigfoot voice. Who is your favorite WWE WWF 90s wrestler? Well, my all-time favorite wrestler is The Undertaker. The Undertaker is what got me into wrestling as a kid. Still love him today. He's just, that's it, man. Always was a big, if I'm talking about like pure wrestling, always loved Shawn Michaels for his wrestling. If we're talking about favorite like all-time just a wrestler in general, definitely The Undertaker. Hoping to see Super 7 Fangor. Absolutely. I'm excited. I'm excited for Fangor. I'm excited to see Fangor. Thoughts on Stretch Armstrong and the new run? So my son started watching the Stretch Armstrong and the Stretch Armstrong and the Freedom Force or something like that. It's on Netflix. It's a decent little cartoon. I thought it was fun. I'm actually I want to check out some of the new toys because I think they are going to release a large-scale Stretch in his new like superhero costume, but like in the style of the old Stretch Armstrong figures. And if that comes out, I'll definitely pick it up and I'll definitely do a video because I'm curious to check that out. The first figure I ever had, I don't know for sure because I can't remember, but it had to have been probably, if we're talking straight action figures, it was probably He-Man. Most likely it was He-Man. The low number of Muckmans. We talked about that a little bit on here. I think that's a real bummer that Muckman is so hard to find. I have no idea why he is, but man, I wish more people could get that figure because it's so beautiful. Flex Fighters. Thank you. Stretch Armstrong and the Flex Fighters. What is a dream toy line that you would like to see make a comeback? I feel like everything's made a comeback now. I guess Food Fighters, because it's so weird and random and obscure. And I love the new Grocery Gang toys because they feel like the second coming of Food Fighters. But man, if they went all in with like crazy, detailed, awesome sculpted Food Fighters and made new characters for those, I'd be all about it. Just because it's so weird. And I loved those as a kid, and I would totally buy them now. And it's something that hasn't been done yet. Do you have a classic Shadow Weaver I could sell? I do not have a classic Shadow Weaver I could sell you. I've only got the one, and she's staying in my collection. I'm sorry. Toy Fair 2018. I'll be there, Wilmore Harris. I'll be there. It's in February 17th is when it starts, I believe. I've got all my appointments already set. I have a very, very, very busy schedule. But it's going to be awesome. I'm excited. What do you think of the 25th anniversary Power Rangers re-releases? I haven't really bought any. The head flippers are enticing just because I think it's cool. I always love it when I see like a retro figure get a reissue. And I thought about picking up like the Green Ranger or something, but I haven't bought any yet. SEO Toy Review loves them. He's in the chat here. He loves Power Rangers. Are you married? Yes, I'm married. My wife Stina has been on the show multiple times. Happily married. Almost a decade now. It's crazy. Also, I have a little kid, a little boy named Spencer. He's the best. He's in there trying to fall asleep right now. Who is better, Disco Skeletor or Spider Blue? I love it. I got that question earlier, too. That's tough. Spider Blue is kind of like, he's my current favorite right now, so I think he gets the nod right now. Spider Blue is just so weird. He's like my new mascot. Yes, I also love turtles. Yes, 10 years. I've been with my wife longer than 10 years. So, and we've been married for almost 10 years. So we've been married almost as long as I've been doing the YouTube stuff, which is crazy. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toy reviews with a question mark. Yes, I will definitely review those when they come out. I'm excited to see them. Very much so. Favorite movie soundtrack? I don't really have a go-to movie soundtrack. So, I totally loved the Tron Legacy soundtrack. I listened to that a lot when it first came out. So that's kind of in my mind. You know what else I like? Is like a humor soundtrack for a movie. Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. I love it. It's great. All right, let's see what we got here. Couple more questions. Oh, favorite Funko Pop. I really like a lot of the He-Man ones they've been doing. Or that they did, and they brought He-Man back, which is awesome. The Skeletor one was cool. I'm really hoping they do Mosquitor at some point. Sing Spider Blue. I played the song earlier. Maybe I'll play the Spider Blue song again before we leave here. Oh, man. Hey, there's a bunch of comments about Spencer. That's awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. What do we got? Oh, my gosh, guys. Look, I'm at $199,897. If I can get to $199,900, I think that right there would make my night. I hope I can do it. And that means I'll be only 100 away from 200K, and I'll definitely hit it probably in the next 24 hours, which is awesome. Funko Pops are the worst. All right. Well, I know there's a lot of people that don't like Funko Pops, but you know what? There's a lot of people that do like Funko Pops, and I will never fault somebody for liking the things that they like. Those things found mass appeal, and that's good for Funko. So good for them. I did watch the He-Man episode of The Toys That Made Us. Actually, I think I talked about that a little bit on my last stream. I thought it was fun. I thought it was cool. There wasn't, I've been somebody who's been following and involved in the He-Man community for a long time now, for like almost a decade. I've been real closely with it. So there wasn't a lot of new information in it for me. But I think it still put out a really good snapshot of info for the mainstream. And a lot of my friends who aren't necessarily toy collectors who watch that really enjoyed the documentary. So it was I think it's definitely made as a great documentary series about toys for folks who maybe aren't necessarily already in the know on all that stuff. I think it's a great show. I think they did good with it. And I'm looking forward to watching the next 4 episodes that they release for sure. Spider Blue song stuck in your head. Big Sunday wants to know if I've seen the new Teddy Ruxpin at Target, that Target exclusive. I was really close to buying that multiple times. It's like $100, and I could never bring myself to buy it. I want to just because I'm such a fan of the vintage one, because I love my Teddy Ruxpin as a kid, and I kind of want to compare them. But I haven't done it yet. Maybe if it goes on sale or clearance at some point, that's when I'm going to pull the trigger and buy it. Pull the plug? That's the wrong thing. Pull the trigger. What is your favorite TMNT cartoon series? That's a great question. I am going to say the 2012 series is my all-time favorite Turtle series. And I loved the original one that I grew up with, and I also really like the 2003 series. So it's hard to like really put them in like a place. But I have to say that the 2012 series did the best job of like doing its own thing while also paying respect to like all the versions of the Turtles that came before it. And I thought it was fun, and I thought it was really smart, and I just thought it was a really good series, and I'm very sad that it's over. It was great. Yeah, SEO Toy Review says people that don't watch toys that knows he likes toys go out of their way to tell him about the toys that made us. That's what happens anytime anything toy related goes mainstream. Everybody just and their mom comes running to me asking if I knew about it. Sometimes I'm just like, yes. But I get it, and it's cool that people think of me for that kind of stuff. Toy Gander wants to know original Muckman or the updated version. If you're gonna make me choose, the original. The original is still the better figure. The new one is great, but you can't beat the original. It's so good. It has been a great couple years for Turtles. I'm glad that it made this huge comeback. I mean, like, this is Turtles is one of those things that never really went away, but like this last era here, these last like 5 or 6 years, has been the most popular it's probably been since the late 80s, early 90s. Like this is like the real second coming of Turtle popularity, and I love it. I think it's awesome. Oh, look at that! $199, 900. Woohoo! You guys are the best. Thank you so very much. That is so cool. People keep unsubscribing. Look, it dropped back down to $8.99. Now it's back up to 900. I'm going to count it. I am at 199,900, and that is amazing. So, we're closing in on the 2-hour mark, so I think I am going to go ahead and get things wrapped up here. But I want you guys to know from the bottom of my heart how much this all means to me. I've had so much fun hanging out with you guys tonight, but more importantly, I'm just so glad that you guys are here. Whether you've been with me for 10 whole years now, whether you just discovered me in the last week, thank you guys very much for being here, for subscribing, for watching the videos, for liking, for commenting. Even if you disagree with the things that I'm saying, even if you don't necessarily like the things that I'm reviewing, I appreciate all of you guys, and I really love that I get to do this. This is just, it's something that I never really dreamed possible. You know, one day I decided that I wanted to turn on a camera and start filming some toys and put them on the internet, and I never imagined where I would be 10 years later. So I've gotten to do some amazing stuff. I've gotten to travel all over the place because of this. I've gotten to meet so many amazing people. I've gotten to, see the insides of the business, and I've gotten to meet a lot of creators in the business, and just so many cool things I've had the opportunity to do, and I couldn't do this without you guys. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I couldn't tell you guys that enough. This is incredible. It's an amazing feeling, and I am beyond just I can't even put it into words. I'm just beyond humbled that I'm going to be crossing 200,000 subscribers soon, and that I'm still doing this. So, guys, thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. For all of you guys in the chat, thank you again so much. We will definitely do this again soon. One of my goals for this year was to pop on for more live streams. So just hang with me, guys. We will definitely do some more live streams. And here, I will send you guys out this evening with the Spider Blue theme song, since there are so many people requesting to hear it. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me for this little push to get me to 200,000 subscribers. I'm so close. We're going to be there soon. Stay tuned, because I'll do a proper video to thank everybody once I hit that mark. We'll definitely do some giveaways and stuff like that. Lots of toy reviews coming. So until next time, my friends, take care, and I will see you all soon. Good night, everybody.
Spider Blue, he's so blue, 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 blue. Why is he blue? We don't know, but he's cool, and it's cool. Look out! Here comes the Spider Blue. Here comes the Spider Blue. Here comes the Spider Blue. Hey, guys, I'm Pixel. Hey guys, blue spike. This is so weird. Blue Spider-Man, figures. Blue Spider-Man. This is so weird. Blue Spider-Man, figures. Here comes a Spider Blue. Spider Blue. He's so blue. Why is he blue? We don't know, but he's blue, and it's cool again. Here comes a Spider Blue. Here comes a Spider Blue.